Hello tout le monde, petit jumpscare full cam. J'espère que vous allez tous très très bien. Je poste une petite vidéo ici un petit peu particulière. On a host un gros événement pour Playerstone, pour la chaîne officielle Playerstone avec Solari le week-end dernier, au moment où je poste cette vidéo. On a notamment organisé plein de petits jeux, de mini-jeux, etc. Dont un qui ressemble beaucoup au concept d'une famille en or. On a trouvé ça très cool et j'ai demandé à Blizzard si je pouvais la poster ici en plus du fait qu'elle soit postée sur la chaîne officielle. Donc voilà, je vous poste la partie Une famille en or de l'événement Earthcraft. Si vous voulez voir l'événement au complet en anglais, vous pouvez le voir sur la chaîne officielle YouTube Playerstone. Si vous voulez voir l'événement officiel retransmis en français par l'équipe Solari, alors dans ce cas, ce sera sur le YouTube Solari Hearthstone. Moi, je vous mets la partie famille en or, voilà, en anglais. Je sais que c'est du contenu un petit peu niche, ce genre de truc que je posterai pas normalement sur cette chaîne, mais je me suis dit, s'il y a des gens qui l'ont pas vu, peut-être ça vous fera kiffer. On va voir. Voilà, j'espère que ça vous plaira.
And we're back with all the teams around me. We had some very close games since the beginning of this little tournament / event. Everybody is very close in terms of points, but we need to have 2 teams only in the finals. So, how are we going to break this tie? Well, it's actually pretty easy. We're going to play a game because that's what we've been doing all night. The game will be as follows. We'll have the rules that will pop up on the screen very soon. The Starcraft Showdown rule set. We asked a bunch of Hearthstone players some questions about the game. Many people from all of your communities all around here. And taking turns, teams will try to find the top 8 answers that Hearthstone players all over the world gave us to this poll. These polls that we will have tonight. The answers are worth more or less points depending on how often they were given by players. So if 50% of Hearthstone players gave an answer, the answer will be worth 50 points, for example. And then there will be extra points added. I will talk about them when it becomes important. We will have an example just to show you how this all functions. It's very simple. With our first little question, that will be right here. If you were to start Hearthstone today, which legendary from the year of the Pegasus would be your first craft? So this is an example. We're not scoring any points here. Team Zerg, would you have an idea about this? Yeah, probably. Every time, so all the teams, you can talk amongst each other and try to give an answer. I will only take the answer coming from the team captain. So if there are some disagreements within teams, the captain will have to take a decision. So Curly, for example, what would be your call here? Diliax would obviously be the first answer. Diliax Deluxe 3000. And you would score 26 points in that example. Second answer we can show. Third answer as well. The Ceaseless Expanse, Gorgon's Armor. This last one would be the Headless Horseman. And that would basically that's basically how it will go. All teams will have 2 lives. So it's shown as mana crystals at the bottom of the screen. Every time you give me a wrong answer, you will lose mana crystal. Once all teams have lost all mana crystals, we will move on to the next question.
Okay.
Simple as that. All right? So now we can move on to the true first question. And after seeing it, Team Zerg will tell me if they want to start or if they prefer to pass the hand. The question is, and we asked 100 Hearthstone players, what is your favorite card from the Heroes of Starcraft mini set? Do you want to try and answer this, or do you want to pass the hand to the Terran team. It is a tough one. It is a tough one. But you can try. You will pass
Okay.
the hand. All right.
Two up in the air.
Then I shall move to Team Terran. Team Terran.
Gonna go with.
You want you can pass. You can choose to pass the hand to
Oh.
Protoss,
Oh, no,
or
no,
you can play.
we want to
We
play.
wanna
You want to
play.
play.
We want to play.
You want to play. All right. I am gonna need my tablet with the answers from production, please, because I forgot to bring it on set. But aside from that, you can start. You can start guessing. You have. I seem to understand that you have a first guess that you want to.
Yeah.
So we
that you want to propose.
keep guessing. It doesn't pass around.
It passes around every time. You just don't. What you want to do is not lose lives, basically. is the
Okay.
most
Okay.
important.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Can we give an answer or are we
You
waiting?
can. You may give an answer now.
Yep. We're right.
Jim Raynor.
Jim Raynor. Yep. So Jim Raynor is correct and is the second answer on the board. I remember that actually. I'm just gonna get all the answers. Jim Raynor is worth 17 points.
Nice.
So that will be added to your score at the end of the showdown.
Not bad.
And that's how we're gonna roll.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to Team Protoss for
Yeah, must be.
the next question.
Okay. You got an answer?
Just go with Kerrigan now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gotta be
Yeah,
Kerrigan.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with Kerrigan.
Kerrigan is correct and is number 1
Yeah.
on the board.
Oh!
Kerrigan is worth 24
Uh-huh.
points. 24 points. So that puts you in a solid lead already, but of course, we're not done. The lower the answer, the harder it will be to find them, obviously. And now, I'm back to Team Zerg. With maybe you have made lives more complicated for yourself. I don't know. You have an answer for me.
You got an
Other
idea?
teams, you may talk amongst
Investor or
yourselves.
Grunty?
Don't worry about it.
I would not go Grunty. I would go Infestor or
Infestor.
Protoss Hero.
Okay. We'll go with Infestor.
You will go with Infestor. Infestor is unfortunately not
What?
on the board.
Don't like us.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just checking it. No, no.
Double
Infestor.
checking.
So Infestor, interestingly enough, was number 9.
Oh.
answers.
Oh.
So yeah,
Okay. This isn't a top 10
no
list.
luck, and that's a mana crystal taken away from Team Zerg already.
Yikes.
And I will be going back to Team Terran already.
Go with
Okay.
Artanis.
Already in Artanis. Artanis is not on the board. No, Artanis was number 10 actually, which is interesting.
No
Come
love.
on, guys.
At first, when I got the poll, I was sure the 3 heroes were going to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
first, and no, Artanis is not on the board. So that will also be a mana crystal deducted
No.
from Team Terran. And now, back to Protoss. Protoss,
Mothership next.
definitely with the advantage if you manage to answer correctly this time around.
You want to take the risk?
No, we're gonna go with Zergling. It's
Oh,
a good
okay.
little.
You're going to
little
go with
critter.
the Zergling,
This is
and
safe, I think.
Zergling is number 8
Yeah.
on the board. And we'll grant you 8 points. But more importantly, you do not lose a mana crystal, which keeps you in the game for the moment. Whereas
mana
Team
crystals.
Zerg, you are already on your last life for this question.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
really
Alright.
good one. Yeah.
We'll go with Ghost.
You will
Ghost.
go with Ghost, and that is a
Yep.
very smart answer because it's number 6 on the board.
All right.
Ghost is number 6 on the board. It allots you 9 points, which seems like it's not a lot, but at least it keeps you alive, which is the most important, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Team Terran, here we go.
For the memes.
For the memes. Ooh.
Grunty.
Grunty.
Unfortunately, Grunty is not there. I'm very sorry to say that Grunty is not there. Grunty was barely in the answers at all.
No.
Yeah. It's lights off for Team Terran. You
Oh.
are now dead. Preview, I'm sorry. And now, all answers. One team has fallen. All answers are worth an extra 10 points.
No.
Wow.
So here we go. For not all the marbles, but quite a
What do
few
you guys
marbles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go Colossus.
Yeah.
Colossus is on the board at number 5.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And that's 20 points.
Woohoo.
10 from the Colossus and 10 from the bonus.
Perfect.
And you still have 2 lives.
Yeah.
So you're cooking. Definitely. Definitely.
Didn't have a death rattle.
Zerg team. Only 3 more. Only 3 left.
They took ours.
We just
Yeah,
said that.
yeah.
Literally just said that. But
Yep. I definitely believe you.
Quietly from now
That would have definitely have been one of my first guesses after the heroes as well. Colossus
Yeah.
is a beloved unit and card.
Those faces.
Anything that goes face. Yeah. True. Hearthstone players do love that.
Okay. I think we'll go with Mothership.
Mothership is on the board at number 3.
Oh! All right. Wow.
So that's
didn't
an
play-
extra
nice.
22 points for Team Zerg. And that's good for you. You're now above Team Terran.
I don't want the
Protoss, you still have 2 lives.
Well, we're gonna go with Viper.
You're gonna go with Viper, and unfortunately, that is incorrect. I thought it was there.
Yeah.
I would have put it there
Yeah.
myself. It would definitely be in my top 8, but it is not. And so you will lose a mana crystal.
Oh no.
1 more life each. We are
Okay.
on Team Zerg's turn.
All right.
What are we doing?
We'll go with the Druid card Carrier.
Carrier, unfortunately, will mean that you will join the fallen Terran. And only the Protoss are left alive with a plus 20 per correct answer now, since both teams have fallen.
Good guess. Good try.
Spawning pool.
You went for Spawning Pool. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. I'm sorry to say. Spawning Pool was not on there. Number 4 was Brood Mother.
Oh.
Was Brood Mother
That could
for
also get Zerg.
11
Yeah.
points. And number 9, interestingly enough, was Starport,
Oh, yeah.
which was
Makes sense.
which has been transformed to Starpost, but it is Starport. I assure you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So all in all, a good performance from Team Protoss. You guys did really good, keeping the lead here for the moment. Now is a good time to remind you, I think, that the winner of the showdown will get an extra 50 points. So this could be big for especially Terrans and Zergs, but you never know what could happen for our Protoss friends here. And I believe, we will be going back to Team Zerg for this one, and we will have the next question up. What is the most interesting mechanic ever introduced in Hearthstone? Tribal synergies are not included. So a mechanic can be basically anything, except we didn't add like Draenei, for example, because that's a tribal synergy. Elementals will not be a mechanic as well. But anything new from an expansion could be considered a mechanic. Do you want to go for it, or do you want to pass the hand, Team Zerg?
Well, I learned from my first time. Just go for it. So yeah, I think we're ready.
All right.
Discover.
Discover is obviously on the board at number 1.
Woo! All right.
For 30
Yay.
points, Discover is there, of course. I think taking the hand on this one was definitely the smart choice. Let's go to Team Terran now. Do you have an idea of what you want to tell me?
Yeah, I think so.
We wanted to go Discover, but we can't anymore. But we're going with Colossals.
You are going with Colossals, and Colossals... Colossals are not on the board.
What?
Colossals are not on the board. I
What?
am extremely sorry to say.
Wow.
That is so weird.
Yeah, the people are wrong.
Yeah,
community
they
is wrong.
They are very wrong.
Team Protoss, do you have an answer for me?
I'm gonna go with Highlander.
You're going to go with Highlander cards. Highlander cards are at number 8.
Ooh. Okay.
No, would've thought.
I think it's because it's not like obvious that it's
Yeah.
a mechanic.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people love Highlander cards. It just wasn't like obvious given the question. But
Yeah.
it's on there.
Yeah, still
So
made it.
you get some points. You stay alive.
All right.
Life's good. And I'm back to Zergs.
We'll go with Titans.
You go with Titans. Titans, yeah, at the expense of Colossals, are on there. And Titans are number 4 on the list. Yep. Titans are number 4 for 10 points. Zergs are moving up in the world. Let's go with Terrence. And you're already on life point.
So we
Okay.
Go for quests.
I think,
Okay.
yeah.
We're going for quests.
You're going for quests. And that would be pretty smart because it's number 3.
Yay.
Yeah.
Still alive.
That was a good one.
Terrans are alive, and they have some points, which is good. You're running after Zergs now. That's gonna be that's your target
Yes,
because
yes.
you don't want them to beat you. My Protoss players, do you have ideas?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I think starships are pretty cool.
Starships are indeed pretty cool, but are they on the board? Starships, unfortunately, are not on the board. I know it was an answer that was given quite a lot. I couldn't say if it was like number 9 or number 10. It was very popular, but it unfortunately didn't. It unfortunately didn't make the list. Yep. And we are back to Zergs. You are the last ones with 2 lives on this question. Can you keep the flawless run going, or will you fail for the first time?
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll go with quest lines.
Quest lines. So I think people, when they were thinking about quest lines, they probably like put it into quests as
Yeah.
an answer.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, because quest lines are not on there.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe people just didn't like quest lines. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't answer the questions. So everyone will have 1 life now. It's 1 apiece. I will remind everybody that the first one to fail will possibly award their opposing teams with more points. So it's getting scary for,
So much pressure.
you guessed it, Team Terran.
Okay, so you all agree?
I think we have an answer.
Yeah.
You have an answer, but is it the answer?
It's not a slam dunk, but we're gonna go for it.
We're gonna try hero cards.
Hero cards is number 2.
Yeah.
Hero cards is number 2 at 15 points. That was a very good guess. I was kind of afraid that nobody was going to get that
Yeah.
one because it's
Yeah.
almost not a mechanic per se.
Yeah, we weren't sure
Yep,
either, but
very good guess. Very good guess. Puts you
tough
back
now.
with a ton of points, and you stay in. Anti-Protoss is now on life point.
We'll keep with the theme of the set, and we'll have the location.
Locations are unfortunately not
Told you.
Wow.
on the list.
Okay, with a better guess.
And I guess we're turning off Team Protoss.
Rip.
Yep. Goodbye, Team Protoss.
There's only 3 answers left.
We'll see you soon. Plus 10 points per answer, starting with Team Zerg.
All right.
3 more answers are on the board.
All right.
Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I think we'll go with tourists.
You'll go with tourists.
Yeah, tourists.
That is a good one because it's at number 6.
Ooh. And I'm a tourist here, so.
Well, you're giving me a lot of good answers for a tourist, I must say. Very, very good. That's 19 points for Team Zerg because of the bonus. And we are back to the stressed out Terrans.
we're not stressed. We're very chill.
No. Yeah.
No, we're very stressed.
Only 2 more on the board,
Mm.
and this is getting harder.
Oh, okay.
But
Harder.
I would say it's still plenty doable. Like the answers, you know the answers. They are somewhere in your mind.
Lifesteal.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Lifesteal.
You don't think so?
Jumbre does not look pleased with Feeling's proposal.
I would go with the other one, maybe.
What's the other one?
The charge. But it was introduced, maybe they wouldn't say it.
Yeah, but since what Damien said, it was harder to guess, and that was quite obvious, maybe.
Oh, I didn't say it was harder. Don't forget that. I'm not giving any clues.
Charge.
Charge. Well, unfortunately not.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it is not charge. And now I'm going back to Team Zerg. Zergs. You could get plus 20 points per answer.
Ooh, okay.
If you get these last two, you could fly away.
Yeah. Let's go with Rush.
Rush is not on there, unfortunately. So I think there's one that's fairly obvious because it's a beloved mechanic. It's tradable. At number 7.
7.
And there's another one that was the most popular deck last year for a good chunk of the year was Excavate Rogue.
Oh, yeah.
People loved Excavate. To be honest, I loved Excavate. I thought it was a great mechanic, and the player base has not forgotten about it because they put it at number 5 on that list. And we are already down to our last question of the evening, and there are. I mean, it's gonna be close in terms of points, huh? It's gonna be close. Terrans and Zergs are gonna fight it out. Protoss are a bit on the easier side, but if you give me 2 wrong answers, it could go downhill very, very quickly. Let's go for a last question. With some imagination, which 0-mana spell would be the most useful in real life? And I'm going to start with Team Terran on this one. Do you want to answer this? Or do you want to pass the hand to Team Protoss?
Do you have an idea?
That's a bit of a... It's a bit more esoteric,
Like a
this one, but
iconic spell that people
I
think
like
of.
it nonetheless.
What else could you be? The coin?
Oh yeah, maybe.
I'll-
Maybe the coin.
I'd say
They're going to
I
need
don't
a
think
few
so.
seconds to think
People
about it.
think of
I mean,
prep
that
though,
makes
wouldn't
sense.
they?
This
It's like
one
a
is
really
much...
iconic
it's a bit more off the deep end, but I think it's pretty cool.
0-mana spell.
A 0-mana
I think
spell, huh?
preparation.
No, it's
In
from
real life
the entire
preparation?
lifespan of
I'm not
Hearthstone.
sure.
I mean, it's just one that the people would think of with the
Okay.
question.
I can try it.
Okay. You want?
Okay,
To
we're
try?
gonna
All
try. We're gonna try prep.
You're going to try preparation. Preparation is not
Oh
on the board. Which is insane to me,
Yeah.
honestly. But it is not on the board. There are 8 other free
Oh,
spells
no.
that made it
Oh.
above
no! Maybe we should
preparation.
have passed.
I'm sorry to say. Team Protoss.
Well, not what you might want to hear, but silence.
Silence. Silence. Silence is not only on the board, it is number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Called it.
So apparently it would be a very useful spell in real life. In many, many different situations. Very good. 17 points to Team Protoss. Much needed to feel a bit safer on this one. And I'm back with the Zergs, who currently are leading this final game. But, need to find the answers now.
Okay, we'll go with Circle of Healing.
You will go with Circle of Healing, the altruistic option. Are Hearthstone players altruistic, you think?
Forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go in
I'm
another direction.
hoping they
but-
can be.
They are actually. And they did a number 6.
Yay!
Well done. That's 11 points. Very, very well done.
Good.
Okay.
I'm back with Terrans on only 1 life point.
Okay.
Your life hangs in the balance.
It does. Yeah. We're going with Raise Dead.
Raised head. That's actually very good. That's actually very good, and it is on the board.
Yeah.
It's on the board at number 5.
Okay.
It's on the board at number 5. It would be very
Yeah.
useful for some grim stuff we're not going to bring up tonight, but. Very good guess. Very good guess. I enjoyed it. I thought that was one of the ones that people would not find. To be
Yeah,
honest,
it
so
was not very obvious.
cool. I love it. I love it. Team Protoss, we are back.
It's only collectible spell, right?
It's only collectible
so
spells.
no,
Yes.
no coin.
Only collectible spells. That is correct.
I don't know. Sometimes I want to stab somebody. So.
Is that your actual answer?
I guess it wouldn't be that useful. What do you guys think? How about actually? Let's go with embiggen.
Embiggen. Embiggen is unfortunately not on the board. I'm
You
sorry.
don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
And we are back with the Zergs, who still have 2 lives. They are still very, very, very much in this.
Yeah.
And now every answer matters more than ever.
Okay. Well, that eases the pressure.
Yeah, I'm trying, to put everyone at ease. That's why I'm here.
Counterfeit coin.
Counterfeit coin, yeah. You talked about. They were talking about the coin, Protoss. I was thinking maybe they would get it. Counterfeit coin is
Yes.
correct at
All
number
right.
7.
Yay.
Counterfeit coin is correct on number 7, and that's
Protoss.
10 points. Did you actually say counterfeit coin because they were talking about the coin? That's very funny.
They stole silence because we were literally saying that was our first one.
Also no.
Team Terran on life point. No, you cannot pass anymore. I'm very sorry. I can give you a few seconds to think about it, but apart from that, not much I can do to help you.
Okay, we're going with Healthstone, is that the name?
Healthstone.
Healthstone?
Hellstone was number 9.
No.
I'm very sorry.
No.
I'm very, very sorry,
Oh,
but
wow.
Hellstone is not on there. And now Protoss and
might fall first,
Zergs
maybe.
will be
I think so.
playing to know who will actually be crowned the champion of the Showdown. Team Terran, we will see how many points
That's fine. We're still
everyone
anyway.
has
I
at
think
the end
let's
of
go
this
back
this game.
I think many people say that to troll. So.
And I'm going to ask
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protoss
go
for
for
an
it.
answer.
Yeah.
We're going back to backstab.
You're going back to backstab?
Yeah.
It was correct the first time.
Trying to bait
It's
us.
at number 8. Backstab is at number 8. Which is obviously very funny.
Good bait. That was
I was happy to see that backstab was behind Circle of Healing.
Yeah.
That means that,
something pure about
yeah,
that.
there's something pure about the Hearthstone community, I would say. Well, somewhat, at the very least. Zergs, you are still on 2 lives,
Oh.
and with only 3 guesses left to go on the board.
Well, we want to say backstab because we backstab it their counterfeit coin,
Yeah.
but now we can't.
Yeah. We're gonna go with Shadow Step.
Shadow Step. I thought that would be the obvious one that everyone would flock to, and with reason, because it's number 2.
Oh.
It's number
That's
2. I mean,
awesome.
there are countless utilizations you could have
Yeah.
in your life for Shadow
True,
Step. Just
true.
disappear from. Perfect. Very useful. Very, very useful. And now there are only 2 answers left on the board. Team Protoss. I will remind you that every answer is worth plus 10 points.
We're going
And-
to
yeah.
for Innervate.
You're going to go for Innervate, and Innervate is not on the board.
Oh.
Innervate is not on the board. One of them was, I think, doable.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. You're still gonna play. Actually, I was gonna give the answer, but that's very correct. Zergs are still in there. I'm very sorry.
You want to give them all?
I was just gonna say the answers. No.
Oh, you can give us the answers
We're
if you
going back
want.
to Team Zerg, and you actually have 2 answers left. So please do. I'm very sorry.
I forget the name, but I will go with that.
We have to say the name. Can we describe it, or do we
You
have
can describe the card. I
Really?
don't need the name. You can describe the card. Absolutely not a problem.
Yeah, the choose 1 game armor or attack.
Yeah, the
In
druid. The druid spell.
Choose
Forbidden
one.
fruit.
What?
Forbidden
Forbidden fruit,
Yeah,
forbidden fruit.
Yeah. I never play druid.
That's a funny choice. No, it's not on there actually.
Oh.
It's not.
Yeah, all the forbidden cards and stuff like that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All those are 0 mana. That's true.
Maybe mutate. I have no idea. I can't think of 0 mana spells
Sad.
anymore.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think honestly one of them is doable. The other one is shocked me. Like it's very hard to find.
No clues.
No
Oh,
clues.
and of course
We
not.
don't need clues. Let's just go with mutate and just finish the game.
All right.
Mutate the shaman spell.
Mutate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not on the board, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There was aquatic form at number
Oh.
4, which was quite
yeah.
interesting.
Oh,
And
adaptation.
adaptation, which I kind of forgot was a card,
Yeah.
to be very
Same.
honest. But
Yeah.
oh, it is. Is it meta in
In
Wild?
Libra
Yeah.
Paladin, yeah.
That makes much more sense. That's why
okay.
people remembered
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
card then.
That
Oh,
card
okay,
was a
okay.
good
It
one.
Yeah,
used to be 1 mana.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
You
It
won
used to be
this.
1 mana.
Yeah.
It's 0 mana now.
Yeah.
So that made it very difficult because I think most people don't necessarily know that
Mhm.
it's that it's currently 0 mana. Very strong showing from Team Zerg. You were behind before this last game. Let's see how the scores have panned out after this showdown between the teams. We are sitting at 500 points for Terrans. 500, is that correct? 540 points for Protoss. 622 points for Zergs, which, as most of you might have understood, means that we will have a final confrontation between Zergs and Protoss for the final. Thank you very much for participating in this little game. I had a bunch of fun hosting it, and I'm just gonna go talk a bit with our Terran team while the Protoss and Zergs are setting up. So Terrans, not
Yeah.
too sad.
Very sad.
Very
Very
sad.
sad. We wanted that trophy.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
We had a
did,
lot of fun.
yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I think like your decks were like super interesting. I had a blast watching you guys play. I mean, it was just great fun all around. Feeling. What did you think of like the event as a whole? Your paladin deck.
I really love the mini games.
You love the mini games. Okay. That's close to my heart. That's what we love doing here. So, thank you very much. Baby Bear?
Yeah.
I was gonna say last words. That seems very grim. You will get some Terran players on cast as well after this. So don't worry, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, did you enjoy your warrior deck?
Yeah.
And like the games and stuff like that? Did you have a
Yeah,
good evening?
I usually don't play much warrior, so it was interesting for me to try and come up with the deck and then also learn how to play it. So I spent the past 2 days here in France in the hotel room trying to learn the deck.
Yeah, everyone was like jamming some Hearthstone games instead of like visiting the
Yeah.
city and stuff like that. That was
Yeah.
actually. We tried to get some people to the restaurant and stuff, and they were like, "No, we're
No.
playing Hearthstone." The new minute say this going on. Are you insane? Go outside. What do you mean?
No.
And Jombry, you had your famous or infamous. So some people would say shaman.
Oh yeah, yeah. It didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, but it was a cool deck. I think with a bit of tuning, it could be something there.
Yeah. Did you get to cast Grunty in the end?
I did, and it was as disappointing as I expected.
Well, at least we got to see some Murlocs. Right? Thank you very much, Team Terran, for playing tonight. It was absolutely a blast having you. We will get you on cast with Subtle right now. Actually, Jombry, you want to go for
I'll
game
jump
one?
in. Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's go get set up. The finals will be pretty simple. It's best of 5, last hero standing, which means each team will send out one player. The player who wins stays in place. The player who loses is completely eliminated. Simple as that. First team to 3 points wins the final and the trophy. Very basic. Both players of each team who have currently 2 decks will have to choose 1 deck to take out of their lineup. And that's all you need to know for rules. And I can send it back to Subtle and Jumbre for the games.